We did our project on Mexico.
Hey, Holmes! Facts and figures. The form of government is a federal republic with 2 legislative houses, and the president is Enrique Peña Nieto. The capital is Mexico City, and the official currency is the Mexican peso. The gross domestic product as of 2002 is $642 billion, and per capita is $6,096. The gross national product as of 2005 is $753.39 billion, and per capita it is $7,154. The extraction of crude oil represents the public sector, but there is a lack of investment in search of new oil fields. Tourism represents the service sector, and it is a good source for the gross national product. And the most mined thing is silver resource.
Their official language is Spanish, and their predominant religion is Roman Catholic. The gender inequality index score is 0.382. The literacy rate is 93.96%. And their issues in terms of environment, they are facing air pollution in Mexico City, raw sewage, hazardous waste resources, and poor land usage. This is the air pollution, and then there's a dead horse in their sewage.
Yum.
One of the most popular types of Mexican music is ranchera, which is originated on the ranches in rural Mexico. It is most known by its El Grito Mexicano, which is a yell by Mexicans and the audience. Songs were usually about patriotism, love, and life, and it was popularized after the Mexican Revolution. Another famous type of Mexican music is mariachi, which began in the town of Cocula in the state of Jalisco. Band members usually played instruments such as violin, guitars, trumpet, and a bass guitar known as a guitarrón. Performers usually wore charro suits accompanied with a sombrero, and they usually played during national holidays, fiestas, and weddings.
Mexican artwork. The Mexican artwork is influenced by ancient civilizations from 1500 BC to 1500 AD. The Mayans made sculptures that depicted humans, animals, and deities. Aztecs displayed skulls, gods, and mythology, whereas Olmecs made head sculptures that were believed to depict rulers. The muralist movement encouraged artists to break away from European traditions and paint scenes of human activity that reflected upon the Mexican life. Famous artists include Diego Rivera, Jose Clemente Orozco, and David Alfaro Siqueiros, also known as the Big Three. They are muralists that founded the Mexican muralist movement, and Frida Kahlo is best known for her self-portraits that portray her poor health in marriage, and she is admired as a feminist icon.
Began with the Mayans. Mexican food began around with corn, beans, peppers, along with meat such as chicken and turkey. Each region of Mexico has their own unique style, where each cuisine uses their local ingredients. Carne asada is beef that is marinated and roasted and is usually served in tacos. Enchiladas are tortillas rolled around chicken and covered in a sauce. Empanadas are dough wrapped around a sweet or savory filling, and its origins were from Spain, but became popular in Mexico during the colonial era. And agua fresca is a drink, which is a combination of fruits and seeds, which are sold by Mexican street vendors and restaurants.
Famous people include Miguel Hidalgo, who was a priest and leader of the Mexican Revolution against Spain. Antonio Lopez de Santa Anna was a famous Mexican politician responsible for Mexico losing half of its territory due to the Texas Revolution, Mexican Cession, and its defeat in the Mexican-American War. Cesar Millan is a Mexican-American dog behaviorist, also known as the dog whisperer, and Salma Hayek is an actress, producer, and former model.
The Mexicans originally used dyes. Oh, that's not one. Traditional Mexican clothing is composed of European and native elements. They typically use cotton, agave wood, wool, bark, and silk. The Mexicans originally used dyes found naturally in the environment. Examples of Mexican clothing include Aztec clothing, which are loose-fitting and colorful. The traditional Mexican women wear huipils, and another iconic piece of clothing is the poncho, which were used to keep the wearer warm and dry when it rains.
Regarding travel plans, the best time to travel to Mexico is between March and April. We were taking a one-way flight from Miami to Cancun through American Airlines for $147. We're staying at Secrets Divine Cancun Hotel, which is a 4.7-star hotel, and it's $659 per night. An efficient way to get around Mexico is by bus, which is $80 to $120 for every 100 kilometers covered. It's classified into two categories, first class and second class. First class buses have reserved seats, videos, AC, and the fare is only 10% higher than second class. However, you can get to your destination much faster because there are less stops on the first class bus.
One of the most popular places to travel in is Chichen Itza, which is in Cancun. It was an important center for Mayans because it was the place where gods were born. It is considered one of the seven wonders of the world, and each temple was carefully built according to the stars and planets. Another famous place to go in Cancun is the Underwater Museum Musa, which is home to 500 sculptures with 3 different galleries between 3 to 6 meters, sculpted by Jason de Queiroz Taylor and 5 other Mexican sculptors of the Cancun National Marine Park. It is a non-profit organization. Lastly, a Sistema dos Ojos is a flooded cave system north of Tulum, which has connections to naturally intruding marine water and tidal influence. The name refers to the 2 neighboring cenotes, which connect into a very large cavern zone.
After Cancun, we'll be traveling to Mexico City, where you can find the pyramids of the sun and the moon. The pyramids echo the shape of the mountains surrounding the valley. Many of the pyramids are earlier structures, even tombs of the rulers, one of the largest structures ever built in the ancient Americas. The next place to travel is Palacio de Bellas Artes, one of the most prominent cultural centers in Mexico City. On the west side of the historic center of Mexico City is where it's located. The exterior is dedicated to neoclassical and art, and the interior is dedicated to art, deco murals, and exhibitions and theatrical performances. The Chapultepec Castle is also a very popular place to visit. It's located on the side of the hill, and it's a very sacred place for Aztecs. It's in Chapultepec Park in Mexico City, and the buildings have been used for military academy, imperial residence, presidential home, and is currently being used as a National Museum of History. It's the only royal castle in North America that was used as a residence of a sovereign, the Mexican Emperor Maximilian I and Empress Carlota. Another memorable place that you should be visiting if you go to Mexico City is Coba. It's an ancient Mayan city on Yucatan Peninsula. It's the nexus of the largest network of stone causeways of the ancient Mayan world, and it contains several large temple pyramids.
This is our cooking video.
Technical difficulties.
Sorry, Sid. Oh, Cecilia doesn't know how to open tortilla packages. And that's the end of our presentation.
Technical difficulties.
Okay.